So I'm going to tie a 56er for you. This is a fly that was developed by Tom Nixon for bass, bluegill, and trout, particularly trout on the White River in Arkansas. The pattern is developed to imitate a immature crawdad. It's got a gray body with a yellow underbody. The body is tied with gray Oxford yarn, yellow yarn underneath, a grizzly hackle, and wood duck or mallard flank feathers for the tail. So I'm going to tie one up for you here. I'm going to tie this on a number 10 4x long streamer hook. I'm using a redesigned Thompson Model A vise that's now rotary style. The old versions were fixed position. They redesigned it this year and should be on the market soon if it's not already on the market. It's a weighted fly. So we're going to put about 10 to 12 wraps of lead wire. You don't have to use lead. If you want to use something non-toxic, you can. Then situate that down. Like I said, this is designed to imitate an immature crawdad. Some people tie it with an orange underbelly instead of yellow, but the immature crawdads have yellow underbelly, and so it's a very nice pattern for imitating them. And the trout on the White River just love this fly. And then I'm going to tie in our duck flank feathers. Lemon wood duck, or I use, sometimes I use mallard, bronze mallard, because I don't have any lemon wood duck. But either one seems to work okay. Tying this yellow yarn underneath here. Gives the fly a little bulk, don't too much though. Next we're going to tie in a grizzly hackle feather. Now I want you to notice that I only have half the barbs on this. It's said that Tom recognized as he was developing this that if you kept the fibers on both sides of the hackle, it would spin your tippet and cause it to twist, and naturally you get twisted tippet, you're going to end up with knots in your line. So to make it less wind resistant and keep it from twisting, he stripped half the fibers off the hackle. And we'll tie that in. Next, we're going to tie in some gray yarn. For the body of this fly. So got that down, we'll turn it over. Tie in our underbelly. Try not to crowd the hook with the underbelly. And we'll wrap on the hackle, trying not to break it with the hook. I try to have about 4 or 5 of these in my box. And the time I go down to the White River, I've been known to go down there and only fish these and nothing else, even when the midges are hatching. It's a good fly. Use it all year long. Seems to work well. Now, I had a chance to talk to an old guy a few years ago about how to fish this fly. He said to tie it on and cast it out about 45 degrees from where they feel the fish are going to be, and let the current put a belly in the line. Unlike, what you've been taught about mending line and having drag-free drifts, in this case you actually want some belly in the line, and then you just twitch your rod tip across the current, and this thing will kind of jig along and imitate the way a baby crawdad scoots along the water. So there you go. 56er with a yellow underbelly. Like I said, you could tie an orange if you want to, but that looks like a bluegill pattern to me. And this is a pretty solid fly to use when you're fishing any place where there will be baby crawdads. The trout pretty much gobble them up any chance they get. So there you go. Good fishing.